Well, welcome back to Middle Age Moto. It's been a while since we've talked. Just real busy with life. I just apologize immensely. I decided to get new tires on my Husqvarna, so that's going to be the reason. It's kind of my first impression. I went with the Dunlop D606 on the rear and the Pirelli M21 on the front. That's what everybody online was really going toward. I have not been on any dirt yet with it, so I've got a dirt road here. We'll see. I don't know how much difference it's going to feel on a dirt road, but then I'll give you my full impressions of the tire. Yeah, this is really hard packed, so I mean, I don't really, notice any difference, which I'm not gonna, because the stock tires really didn't do that bad on this type of road. So let me see what I've got up ahead here, and then I'll pick it up. And I've got another section that's usually pretty muddy, and maybe I can here's some. All right, so off-road, we got a little bit of mud and some loose dirt. It's yeah, it's a lot better in that, a lot more stable. The front end feels a lot more stable, so that's kind of cool. Oh yeah. Alright, so I found a little bit of dirt that is a little more on the muddy side in sections, and all I can say is it's night and day compared to what the stock tires are. My confidence level is like through the roof. I was always paranoid because I've washed out so many times with those stock tires that, I was always paranoid anytime the front, because when you ride off-road, the front tire is all over the place. Now, when I say off-road, I'm just driving down a dirt road. I don't have anything close enough, so I'll try it on some trails down the road here. But I just wanted to get a feel for when you're riding just normally down a dirt road. I mean, the front end used to skate all over the place, and every time I went around a turn, I was like really cautious because I was afraid it was going to wash out. And the Pirelli M21 just it bites nice. I mean, it's really hard to really get a great read on how good it is really off-road, because I mean, I'm just on a dirt road, but I got like a section up here that's pretty muddy that when I went through on my stock tires, it was like unbelievable. It just felt like the bike was going to go down, and this bites. Now it moves around still, you're not going to stop that. The front end moves around, but it moves and it bites, and it's deliberate. The other tires, it was real dodgy. It would move on me like, and there was no rhyme or reason. This I can kind of feel when it starts going, and yeah, it's definitely a difference. Now, I'm not a good enough rider and really an aggressive enough rider to really feel a major difference in the back tire at this point. The back tire really wasn't my major concern on the stock tires. It was more the front tire, because, you know, the back slides around a little bit. It's not a major deal. The front slides around or washes out, you know, you're eating shit. So yeah, these tires are now, this is some loose, real, you probably can't tell, this is real loose unpacked dirt. I was all over the place before. Yeah, no, I'd go through that thing. I almost wiped out there in that little puddle like 5 times going through that. So yeah. Now, as far as road use, I've seen a big difference. And it's not really a positive difference. Now, I got a couple factors in there. I don't believe they tried to balance the wheels. And when you get a Husqvarna, or at least when I got mine, it didn't have rim locks in it, so I had to put the rim locks in. But the buzziness with these tires is a lot higher than it was before. The stock tires are definitely a better street tire, but that's not why I bought this bike. You know what I mean? I shouldn't say that. I do a lot of street riding, but I felt it, for me, with my skill level, it was dangerous off-road with those tires. I was dumping all the time, and I don't, you know, I have a different helmet that I don't have camera mounted to, so when I'm out riding in the woods, I gotta, you know, get my camera mounted up so I have a camera. And I'm down a lot, and I'm too old for all that shit. I don't mind dumping. You know, the bike's easy to lift up, but it was just, that front tire used to wash out all the time. I think I'm going to be looking at a lot better here. I think there's a little road over to the side here. Yeah. Yeah, this is definitely, now this is packed dirt with some rock, but there's some loose spots, but it's really, it's like really stable. Yeah, my confidence level is like much higher. It really, that other tire used to really do a lot of hunting. You know, it would dart side to side and it'd get pulled around a lot. This really just, I think it's the knobbies on the side that do a good job. I don't know, but I mean, again, these are not, you know, single track or out in the middle of the mud. So, but, oops, the way I look at it, if I could feel a difference on this crap, I'm definitely going to feel a difference when I'm, you know, on some more serious trails. Now, back to the street use. They didn't balance it, so it's got a really bad wheel hop. I'm doing 60, and it's got a bad wheel hop. I don't know if it's me, but it seems to have gotten a little better since I've been riding. They're kind of settling in, but I don't know. I'm contemplating ordering a balancer, which I was going to get anyways, and some weights that go on the spokes, and I'm going to see what I can do about at least taking some of that out, because I like to be able to cruise at 50-60 miles an hour on the road, and it's tolerable, but it's not something that I really desire. There's another dirt road up here, but all in all, I'm happy with the purchase. The D606 in the rear. Now we'll see what longevity is. Now the front tire was still plenty good, the stock tire, as far as wear is concerned, but the tire was horrible. My rear tire, I could probably have gotten, I don't know, another, I'll do it in miles, probably another 500 to 700 miles out of that, depending on how much street route driving that I did. If it was more off-road, it probably would have lasted 1,000 miles. But you know, this is the combination that you know, everybody was telling me on the forums. I posted it up on the Husqvarna forum, and everyone was like, man, that's, you know, that's great. That's the combination that I go with. So I think I made the right decision. They're not cheap. I was going to go with the Tusk D Sports, but I hear that the front Tusk D Sport is not very good. Yeah, this is really packed today. Depends on the weather. It has not been doing a lot of rain in here, so when we get a lot of rain, this will get a little bit muddy and give me a little bit more challenge. Now I got some loose gravel here and it gets bumpy, so let's see. Oh wow. Yeah, no, I noticed the rear's better already. It used to, my back end used to just rattle through that kick out and everything, but yeah. Yeah, so the off-road performance is good, but the on-road performance is going to take a little bit of work. But if I can't get it to vibrate less, it's livable. Reason is there's a trail, a couple sets of trails that are about an hour and a half ride from here. I've got the Tuscaloosa, the Talladega National Forest, and the Tuskegee National Forest. Tuskegee was the one that I got stranded in when I went into that mud puddle, and I have not been up to the other one yet, so I've been just riding in Tuskegee. But it's mostly forest roads, and then there's a couple trails here and there. But I don't really have a whole lot of like single track or anything like that around here. But some of the trails are pretty challenging, weather permitting. But I just wanted to check back in. If you're considering the tires, just keep in mind you are going to lose a little bit of your road performance as far as smoothness. I'm not really dipping the bike down because they are new on the road, so I want to break the tires in. So, but as far as handling, it's no different than the other ones as far as I'm concerned. You know, I'm doing 40-41 right now, and it's pretty relatively smooth. But you are going to get more buzzing in your handlebars, or at least I did, and more buzzing in the pegs, and it may be because of the more aggressive knob pattern on the tires. I'll post a picture up again of the tires that I choose. They're 100 and change a piece, and then I did not spoon them on myself. I have the spoons and everything, but I want to get a rack to set the tire in, and there's a no pinch tool that I want to buy. But I've been focusing on spending a lot of money on my other hobbies, my shooting hobby lately, so I'm trying to be a responsible adult and spend less. I do want to get another set of boots also. Throw a lot in this one. I'm going to be getting, I'm thinking about the, these are for when I'm really off-roads, the Alpine StarTech 7s Enduro Dry. I'm not sure the exact name, but that's the one that I'm pretty much down to. So if anyone has any opinion that watches this on a good mid-tier boot, they're, just to give you an idea, they're about a $450 price range. I'm trying to stay very close to that, you know, maybe 500 bucks max. Boots are boots to me, you know what I mean? I don't expect something to last forever. But with that said, I'm rambling. I'm trying to catch up on everything in one shot here, so we will talk to you all later, and thanks for stopping by.